Has it been a year already? Of course, this is the first time in a while when Famista actually has been yearly. But from this point until the end of the Famicom's life, Famista will be a holiday staple for Namco. Of course, by Famista 91, we've already been through 5 previous Famista games. If you bought Famista 91, you knew exactly what you were getting. A solidly playing, action-driven baseball game that doesn't really deviate from the other baseball games on the Famicom because it's the series that defined what 8-bit baseball plays like. It's always competently done, but that's also because it never really takes any chances. Famista on the Famicom is almost the exact same game 9 times over. So the commentary here really comes down to what is different about Famista 91. From the top, they eliminated League Mode. League Mode has always been more of a feature for Jaleco's rival Moe Pro series, and so after one outing they decided to eliminate it. Now it's back to a round robin where you pick a team and then have to defeat every other team in the game. The All-Star teams have been removed as playable selections as well, but they are the final bosses of the game if you play through all the teams. Probably the biggest change is that before matches, you can trade up to 4 players among teams. As far as I can tell, you just take them. There is no negotiation or back and forth. The only rule is that you have to trade position for position. So you can trade your third baseman for any other team's third baseman. Naturally, that funnels players into just building the best team possible. Of course, all of the stats are updated, though since Famista is an action-based game, the stats only have a partial effect on the results. A big change has been made to pitching, or more specifically, pitchers. In previous games, the stamina was based on how many pitches they threw, but now it's based on how many batters they face. So there won't be any more situations where you put a fresh pitcher on the mound and have them get exhausted after 2 or 3 batters. I am told that there's also now a defensive stat for each player, though I didn't really see a difference that made. Perhaps the weirdest addition is that one of the stadiums available to you is the cornfield from Field of Dreams. It has a really short outfield, too. Not that this game needs any help with the hitting. Even regular games sometimes feel like a home run derby here. They still have the home run derby mode, too. In Famista 91, that mode has you alternating between batting and pitching, though when you're pitching, you're only allowed to throw it slow and straight over the plate. I have one more thing that I can mention about Famista 91. It is the only game in the Famista series to be remade as a handheld LCD game. It's tough to draw any really great conclusions about the Japanese response to Famista 91, because at that point, Famista was the baseball series. So unless a release was a total disaster like 89 was, most of the response seems to have just been, yeah, it's Famista. Nobody hates it, but it's also not the version that was there at the height of the Famicom boom. The series seems to have been reduced to just another baseball game. And at this point, there will never be any attempt to grow beyond that.